Your daily hour with me.
Yeah. You see the title?
No.
No. It's the program. We're on TV.
Once a day, every day, we turn on the machines and we start talking for an hour. What about that title?
It's the artist.
Oh.
The artist.
Oh, formerly known as Prince?
Formerly known as Carl.
Oh,
here you are, Carl. We got the artist here.
Oh, okay. Once a day, every day, I start talking with Kenny, and we're going to end in about an hour from now.
Is there a fire?
Run for your lives!
Run for your
Help.
lives. It's Wednesday?
Actually, they're on a week-long tape delay, so if the fire already got you, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was a little confused. I actually was asleep, and I got we'll go. Gotta go back and get the start saying stuff. Whoa, fire!
Yeah,
how you doing today, Carl?
Relaxing at home.
Oh yeah.
Well, one thing I actually saw two things on the street. One thing I saw on the street was an interesting phone call from one of my friends.
You saw a phone call on the street?
Well, the phone call came from me from the streets. This friend of mine, we had gotten into the apartment complex across the street of Black Lake Boulevard from 24-Hour Fitness or some sort of fitness area location.
Yeah.
And we were just talking like maybe, imagine this, maybe over an hour on the phone.
You talked to them for an hour on the phone. Wow.
Yeah. So just about stuff. We haven't seen each other for maybe 5 years or whatever. So shout out to Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Sean. Hello, Sean.
You watching the program, Sean?
I told him about the program a little bit, but whether or not he calls, is kind of up to the forces of nature. But
I think it's up to the forces of Sean.
And the forces of Sean, yeah, for sure. And he and I were talking about art and coming to this realization that we both known for like maybe 5 years or 10 years or whenever we last jointly worked at Goodwill. I left there around 2008 or 2009. He continued to go there until 2011, I believe. That's what he told me, and I was just like, wow, 2011. I was off on a different plane of time and space and reality and whatnot at that point. But he and I were talking. He's a DJ and with vinyl records specifically.
Oh yeah, we need a DJ.
Well, really?
Yeah, in April.
All right. Well, I'll see whether or not Sean wants to come down to TCTV, and I'm not sure what I can do to sweeten the deal myself personally, but surely it would be great to see an old comrade. And so we were just talking about art between the two of us, and come to the conclusion that whoever is willing to pay for the art is how much that art is worth to them, because they're willing to pay for that art. So one other weird thing that this is even weirder than the phone call from out of the blue. Actually, he called yesterday, but I had to call him back. But this other incident that came around was a jet fighter plane apparently went through West Olympia around 8:15 this this evening, and so I was just like, low flying aircraft. It's kind of like upsetting me, low flying aircraft, and the irresponsibility of this jet fighter pilot and whatnot, and I could get really political about this pilot and whatnot, and then someone would probably.
You could?
Yeah, I could.
About what? What do you mad? What about?
For example, like the low ceiling, there's a certain level at which the aircraft need to stay above, just so that their noise doesn't make a huge impact. And maybe this person.
Who?
Well, that's kind of like aviation law, I think.
Yeah.
That you need to stay at
You
a
think
ceiling.
those planes are breaking the law?
Well, even if this law was maintained, he was using afterburners or some sort of loud engine, fiery noisemakers. Like maybe the noisemakers that you twirl around in New Year's. No, just kidding. Not those noisemakers.
Yeah, those and plane noises.
Yeah, for sure.
Aren't the plane noises enough?
Well,
You need these crazy New Year's plane things as well?
No, he probably doesn't. But well, anyway, it was really loud, and so I'm just like, what is up with you, pilot and whatnot, and can get in a whole blame thing with this pilot, and somebody would say, well, yeah, they can also, you gotta kind of respect pilots, or else they can drop a bomb on your.
Well, how are they going to know that you're disrespecting them from the ground when they're all the way up there?
Yeah, and then I would say, well, yeah, but that is just a further insinuation that they're irresponsible as being fighter pilots if they want to bomb me,
Well,
a starving
I don't think
artist.
accusing them of bombing you and then this hypothetical situation where they're going to bomb you makes them any different.
Well, yeah, but if I got in this debate between.
So then your point is about the future in your mind. If they started bombing me, then that would make them crazy, because bombing regular people is not a good thing to be doing. But I don't think anybody's ever going to do that.
Well, yeah.
So are you going to do anything about it?
No.
Call
I'm just
aviation
gonna.
lawyers?
I'm just gonna rant and rave on the program, and now that I'm done, I feel so much better.
You don't want to call your senator? I have a problem with planes. Those planes are too darn loud, and they're flying too darn low. Why can't they fly a little bit higher? I'm trying to think. I can't think with these loud planes.
Well, I'm just not going to turn into a Mr. Wilson, hopefully.
Like Dennis Menace?
Yeah.
Like planes, though, isn't it? Be like, whoa.
Well, no, they can get on my green lawn and just walk all over it.
Don't they? You don't have a lawn. That's somebody else takes care of that lawn. You don't need to worry about your lawn.
Well, it's just a saying, like, get off my lawn. I'm the cranky old bastard, and.
Isn't it like breaking up the monotony of your day? These planes. I mean, you're not. It's not like, wow, a plane. You're not excited to see a plane. It's like, oh, these planes are there. They're in my way.
Well, a little bit, I guess. I was staying at home throughout the day today and just getting more artwork done, organizing images. I got like 1,000 images to kind of sort through and sift through. And
1,000?
Yeah. So I was able to download all these wallpapers or these desktops, but I'm going to have to reverse image search whether or not these are like open source or like royalty free or like public domain. Some people include images on stuff. Sure, you can use this artwork or whatever, but you need to attribute me. And
What happened to taking pictures yourself? I thought you were doing that.
Well, I was doing that, but
Didn't you go get like a really fancy camera to do all that stuff?
well, no, the really fancy camera would be like to take pictures of the chalk, and it's only at a slightly higher DPI than what is the phone is able to produce. But this camera had like a hole at the bottom of it that I could like be mounted on the tripod, and for the camera to be like steady. But the taking the pictures myself is kind of somewhat of a ridiculous function. I'm trying to listen to whether or not my phone is vibrating, but I guess since it's out of my pocket, and
Just let it go.
just let it go. The
Somebody trying to call you, expecting an important phone call?
Well, even if I am, I'm busy right now. So anyway, if I take pictures and whatnot, that's all well and good because I know that I don't need to attribute myself or be worried about public domain or whatnot. But Thurston County is only so big, and sure, I could take a picture of a mountain and take a picture of branches and close up leaves and whatnot.
There's no one saying you have to stay in Thurston County.
But I can't take a picture of the Grand Canyon if there's a public domain image of the Washington State Capitol, which is one of my upcoming images to use, or the White House, or what have you. I can't necessarily drive to Washington, D.C. just to take a picture.
You could take a picture of the Washington State Capitol.
Or Olympia.
Yeah, we're right here. You can take a picture in Thurston County.
Yeah.
There's so many things that are in Thurston County, though. You know, I mean, that there's, instead of the Grand Canyon, you could just take a picture of like a ditch or something, and I think that would be a nice picture. Yeah,
for sure. But
make it look like the Grand Canyon using your art.
Yes, but I am just it's maybe a little bit hard to explain. I mean, I talked with my therapist that, I hope I don't get into this mode of like taking a picture of a rock on the side of the road and adding like sentimental value or whatever to a rock, because it's just a rock.
It's not just a rock. Once you take a picture of it, it has sentimental value. There's an amount in your project. Sentimental value is just as good as anything else. Why do you not want to assign this value to the rock? What's wrong? Why would that be a problem? I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Sentimental value in rocks, so why not? I mean, what else is it going to do with your art? You're elevating simple things to the next level.
Sure.
Why? What is the negative effects of adding sentimental values to rocks?
Rocks are so commonplace that I just thought that it's going to be like, you don't want to do that, Like a sunset is something that is not as common as a rock on the side of the road, and
I think they're about just the same amount of common. I actually think that there's probably more sunsets than rocks. I mean, in your time, there's so many rocks, there's so many sunsets, just because there's one sunset a day. But there's only that rock is every day. The rock is there every day. Sunsets are changing every day, and there's a different sunset. But the rock is, you get one rock and you have it every day, and it can stick with you, and not like the sunset, which is fleeting. So I think maybe it's holding onto that rock. I actually had a rock in this room, and I don't know why I brought the rock into here, but it's probably gone. Like one day I grabbed a rock and I took it home. You walk around, you see all these rocks on the side of the road. And one day I got a rock. That's your hat. And then I took the rock home with me, and I used it to smash some things like coconuts and sometimes nails, and I didn't have a hammer. So I had this rock, and
Maybe that's why we need the intern to have a catalog database of YouTube videos and like
they can bring up the rock, yeah.
double clickable or whatever.
But right now I'm actually missing that rock, and I like that I missed the rock. It was my rock. It was not. It was a rock on the road, and then I took it home, and then it became part of my life.
Okay. Well, anyway, so seeing as though I downloaded all these images and wallpapers, I have two specific tools at my disposal. One of which is TinEye, and TinEye.com is like a website that does a reverse image search. It knows of like how an image already exists on the internet, and sometimes it can find a copy of it and sometimes it can't. But when it can find a copy of it, then I can know from absolute certainty that this image came from an open source like wikipedia.com or whatever. And the other one, of course, is everyone probably knows this. Google Image. You can actually take an image from your computer desktop and drag it onto the browser, and then it's going to say place image here, and so when you place the image there, it catalogs and goes through its resources in order to find out whether or not that image is unique, and if it's not, where did it come from.
Oh, it's not that unique. If it's on the internet, you're pulling it out of there.
Well, the images themselves are unique. Like if I take a picture like of this studio right now, I'm sure it's going to say, I've never seen this studio before, but similar images like this studio exist.
Well, I think this
right down
studio,
here.
there's a lot of images of the studio on the internet. You're looking at one right now, maybe, unless you're watching TV.
Well, yeah. That's the other thing with doing this image search on Google. The image search on Google also goes to YouTube videos, and you have like the like a specific screenshot image of YouTube video already archived or whatever on the internet. And so the placeholder or whatever, it's like you can have like maybe 3 different placeholders of a certain image or video when you upload it to YouTube. So anyway, yeah, things are all increasing or expanding or shaping in the direction that I want it to go, because I'm the one at the keyboard.
Good. Hey, look at this. Let's play the dice game, everybody. Get out a pen at home. We've written numbers down on our hands between 1 and 6. You can try at home, too. We're going to try to manipulate the multiverse. Visualize the future. Here we go.
Freddie warned me about this. Do not have the camera on as I turn it on. So thank you, Freddie. Shout out to you. We don't want to have glitches on the program.
Shout out. Shout out. Here it goes. What's it going to do? 3, I lost. I'm on Team Carl Jr. today. What team you on, Carl? Wanda, who's number 1? Who's number 1, Carl? Yeah, he's off the mic though, but who is that man? Look at his face. Look at his eyes. Tell me you don't know his name. Arthur. Arthur. Still don't know the name of your family.
I thought only Carl Jr. is part of my family.
Well,
Only Carl Jr. Because he's my son,
That's your son.
he's my father.
That's your son.
That
man is your son, Carl, and the rest of them that's your family in general. They're not specific family, but general, just family people, like kind of people.
Okay.
That's the Daily Hour family.
Yes, that is. Although that's someone's real, true life, matter of fact family.
You can call me back. How you doing?
Real good.
Dr. Kinney, I'm feeling so much better. Dr. Kinney, I'm feeling so much better.
Good, Dan.
Yep.
Feeling better is good. Feeling bad is bad.
Speaking of feeling good and feeling bad, my knee is getting more flexible.
Hello?
Hi, Judy.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Fine.
Ooh, how's your elbows?
But the same.
Oh, really? What are you doing to fix it?
I'm resting in bed.
That's a good thing to help with your elbows.
Yeah.
I think resting. You said you're feeling better in the message.
Yeah, I am.
Good. I'm glad, Dan. That's good to hear. What are you gonna do? It's gonna be Passover pretty soon. Tomorrow's Passover, Dan.
I know.
Do you like Passover?
No.
Yeah. I don't know what to do for Passover. Well, it's gonna be Death Week next week.
I gotta go.
All right, thanks, Dan. Thanks for talking to us. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. There he goes. Passover's actually on Friday. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
I took a little nap. You know, have you ever taken a nap and you wake up and you think it's the next day? What day is it?
It's like time travel.
Yeah.
Because you're actually traveling in time when you're doing that whole sleep-waking thing.
Mr. Ginsu tried to call but didn't leave any messages. It's a little odd.
The program.
Hey, Freddie.
Hey, program, how's it going?
Oh, real good. How are you doing?
Real good. I'm back from Kelso.
How was it? You see street stuff on the way on the road? Did you drive in a car?
Oh yeah, I did. I saw a van in the far right lane, like a blue van, who had a flat tire in the front, like driver's side tire was flat, and they were driving on it. And I was gonna try to honk at them, but I didn't know. Well, I guess my horn doesn't work in my car, so it's gonna be like I was trying to like signal them, and then they started. But then I saw them start to pull off the side of the road.
Oh yeah. How could you not know?
You probably knew, I guess.
Because it
But who
seemed.
knows how long I had been driving on it? That's the question, you know.
Yeah. It would be super bumpy.
Yeah, it would be. There's only a certain amount of time you can say that that's probably from the road, and then you realize you're tilted forward and left a little bit too.
Have you ever blown a tire on the freeway before?
I have blown a tire on the freeway before, yeah, in my old Ford Ranchero, driving across a bridge.
Whoa, on a bridge too. It's I think I've maybe heard about this one time, but
I was driving Washington into Oregon, and I was going across this bridge.
Oh, on that really long bridge?
Yeah, and No, the bridge from Vancouver, Washington into Portland. that goes over that Vancouver Island or something like that. And I made it halfway across the bridge, and then my tire started going whoop, 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 whoop. And I pulled over to the side, happened to have a spare in the back that was actually a regular tire, and I put it on my car on the side of the road with all the other freeway cars blazing past, and I cut my fingers on the tire that I had, which had those metal
Ooh,
things.
yeah.
They're really sharp, and I cut myself on those in the tire in the back of my car, and then
Yikes.
but then I just drove on and made it to my destination. So
How were the cuts? Only minor?
yeah, they're made by those really thin metal spike type things. So they're really just puncture wounds. So they bled up, but they didn't really do anything else.
Ugh. You're going to your things? You're going on Friday, right?
Yeah, going on Friday.
And then you're coming back on the weekend?
That's right. Which is good because I need to get some stuff turned into TCTV tomorrow to make it through the weekend, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop these tapes tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. Because I might head over to TCTV a little early, 8, and then just turn in the ones I have, and then capture the rest. And all I really need to do is just make sure we get through Sunday. Someone that's in danger right now is Sunday.
Oh yeah, we have Sunday on the table here.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. I think we're going to make it work.
Good. You think we're gonna be able to get into Death Week? Because we have the Death Week tape. It's still sitting right in front of me here.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, you could use the Death Week tape, but we could. I'm planning on making a Death Week.
Oh, good. Yeah, time tape, because I don't want to. Yeah, then we would go back to time for a little while. So.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because then I'd have to edit titles beforehand. Do we want to make Death Week new titles and just push the titles that we had made backwards, or do you want to?
How far is this tape gonna get us?
It's going to take us all the way to April 31st, or no, March 31st.
Oh yeah, so then there's only 3 days. Is there anything on those 3 days that you were looking forward to, or should we redo it?
Well, we wouldn't lose the days. We would just push them to another day.
We wouldn't lose the days? Yeah, we would just put them on the new Death Week. We'd move them to Death Week.
Do you think that Death Week should just have regular titles and just be Death Week? Maybe the titles work, or should we make death titles?
Oh, I think the titles are fine, but
okay.
but the imagery and sounds.
Okay, cool.
Like
here's another question here.
Uh-huh.
What's Death Week?
What's Death Week? Well, we did it last year. We were doing all these weeks. Every week we had a different week, and for Death Week, we did a different background tape and really got into it more than the other weeks. Because it's just a fun theme, and it's just like a kind of almost like scary, and we made a background tape. And then I was watching the 2 a.m. or not the 2 a.m. episodes. I call them 2 a.m. episodes, but the episodes from last year. I guess they are the 2 a.m. episodes. But it said next week is Death Week, and I got a little bit excited about it. I saw, oh, whoa, next week is Death Week, and then I saw, hey, we should do it again.
So last year at this time it was Death Week?
Last year it was Death Week, and I think it has something to do with Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
It's almost like having Christmas in July.
Yeah, so now this is going to be our second annual Death Week, so now it's a thing.
You don't usually associate death with
it's only our second
spring.
It's only our second one.
It's more like
what is during Halloween?
Yeah.
Well, last year we did Scary Month, but I don't think we're going to do a whole Scary Month again. Maybe we'll do
that was tiring.
Maybe we'll do a few scary days, but not for a whole month.
Yeah, Kirsten did some of the editing during Scary Month.
Oh yeah, it was too. too long. Too
Exhausting.
It was scary. It was too scary.
Yeah. Too
yeah,
scary.
and we talked about death a little bit, I think, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. I think we used the Death Week tape during Scary Month.
Yeah.
So we've used that Death Week tape a lot. You know, sometimes I like the Death Week tape, and we could just go down the road of just like being death program, but I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
No, that's too much. Every once in a while we get into it, but then we go back. 1 week, 1 month, a year.
1 week a year. Remember death.
Yeah.
Celebrate death.
Death Week. It's gonna be doing that, and it's gonna be Passover on Friday, and then Easter on that first Sunday there.
Right. Hey, guess what? You know, I was doing this whole thing over in Kelso for a training, and at the end of it, you take a test, and you get to try to see if you can become Apple certified in Final Cut Pro as a user of Final Cut Pro.
Oh, wow.
And I took the test today, and I passed.
Wow!
Congratulations, Freddie.
Now you're official.
Yeah, I'm official, and so is Maxwell. So I might even start moving the production process over to Final Cut X. I don't know. It's now that I'm certified.
Yeah, they got you certified. Who was doing the certification, and who are they to certify anybody?
He was a master trainer. His name was Robert Scheid.
Uh-huh.
He did voiceover work for the Captain America video game, and he was in an episode of the X-Files, and in one of those he acted in one of those shows where he was playing the killer or something, and then he also was in the same program. Apparently, he also played in a different episode a victim of a murder, one of those crime procedural things.
Did he edit those shows too?
No, he did a bunch of editing on different shows. I forgot which one. What was the show? It was he told us it. I hadn't seen it though, but I'd heard about it on TV.
They use Final Cut X to edit real TV shows, or fancy ones anyway.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. He's also a professional trainer for tons and tons of different applications and stuff. But he uses Final Cut X, but I don't know when he was doing the TV shows editing what he was using there.
Because I wanted to certify people in something. Remember, we were talking about that for a little bit, where we were gonna offer certification and just say you're certified now. Yeah,
we should find out something we can certify people in. Maybe we can certify them in video feedback or something.
Video feedback, or using four VCRs at the same time.
Yeah, maybe advanced VCR use.
Yeah.
Was this person short, green, and had the voice of Frank Oz?
Yoda?
What?
Was this person Yoda? Is that your question?
Yeah.
Why do you think they were Yoda? Because they were instructing?
Well, because they were a master. Freddie said that this person was master, so I was like,
Master Yoda?
Master.
Master and Commander?
You say you were how did you say that you went, that's very, very Yoda noise.
Final Cut X, you will learn. So what did you get? Did you get a diploma or?
Yeah, the diploma's coming in the mail, and I can put a little apple on my business card now.
Yeah, well, you could put the corporate logo on there. What happens if you put that logo on there and then you're not certified?
Oh, they'll find out.
Yeah. I want a diploma. I have this trophy sitting in front of me, and I like the trophy. Now I want to make myself a diploma, I think.
Yeah, diploma.
Yeah. Maybe Maybe we should get diplomas and give them something. Cause
Got some diploma.
give them out.
That's
Just
good.
like after, like you take a hour-long course and call the program. You know, it's already a program. I mean, that's kind of a thing, right?
We could give everyone the certificate after they go through an hour of the show.
You've completed your hour.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Ginsu has logged more than 5 hours
Oh yeah, but
or 50 hours.
we're
He
gonna have to,
probably needs his own.
Yeah.
we'll have to do a ransom money drop certification if we want to get to Mr. Ginsu.
Yeah. So we've dropped it off in the what was the place? The Department of Licensing, or something.
Department of Light.
He's always trying to go to the.
Oh yeah, in Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, the Oregon
Yeah, I think DOL. Yeah.
road place.
Great. Well, yeah. You have any other news or street stuff or?
No, I don't think so.
Great.
I remember some council stuff. Just thought, I think I told you yesterday though. People in shorts, like weird town. It's pretty kind of a little bleak and a little bit more hickish than you might think. People are nice. They're overly nice. Really nice people.
Hey, we're getting a call on the other line.
All right, program. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
You didn't leave a message? What's wrong with you?
What?
You called and you didn't leave any messages. I saw you could see the missed calls but no messages.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You called without leaving the message, so I ask you, is there something wrong with you?
There's something wrong with my phone.
Oh, really? What's wrong with it? What's happening?
I don't fucking know. It fucking shuts off any old time it wants to.
Oh, no. What kind of phone do you have?
Huh?
What kind of phone do you have?
I don't fucking know.
If it's portable, you need to put it back on its cradle for it to recharge, bro.
Is it a flip phone?
Yep.
Flip phone, huh? Yeah, you should just get another one. Go get a burner phone or something and just switch out your SIM cards.
I don't know. But fucking, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's fucking going down with you, cowboys?
Well, we're on the couch.
Just chilling.
On the couch. Couch surfing cowboys.
Couch surfing.
We're not really surfing. We're just we're just on here.
Couch surfing is when you like stay at other people's places and sleep on the couch, right? We're not really doing that.
Yeah, and we're not really channel surfing either because there are no more other channels for us to be on rather than TCTV.
Yeah, we're staying on one channel.
You got some reverb on top of whatever you're saying there, Carl. Maybe you should pull your mouth just a little bit away from the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I think this will. How about now?
That's all right.
How about now, Carl? Use it.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
There
3.
you go. That's a whole lot better.
I fixed it.
Okay.
How's the mice? How's the ants?
My ants are loving the freaking little charms I'm giving them, Lucky Charms.
Uh-huh.
And the mice, I haven't seen the mouse, but I know where he's been in my drawer. Fuck off. He's been in the drawer. He's trying to put his fucking food inside some towels. Fuck off.
The mice are in your drawers?
Yep. So now I'm going to put the mouse trap in the drawer.
What's in the drawer? Like food?
No, that's where he's putting in the food. There's a place for a bunch of rice in there, and he's putting it in there.
You found their house.
Huh?
That's where they live, in the drawer, huh?
Well, he's thinking about making up shop right there.
Maybe,
so
have you ever thought about getting a cat?
No.
You don't want a cat?
No.
Because they take care of mice if you have a cat.
Yeah, they shit a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And they like to sit on you, and I can't have things sitting on me.
I think they do their business in a box.
I like cats just fine. My friends have cats, and the cats like me.
Let's
But-
do info time so we can have the second dice game.
Oh yeah, you want to play? You want to hear info time?
How about I want a number?
Well, you're gonna have to wait.
I want number 3.
Yeah, you'll have to wait a little bit for that.
Hey, you're gonna have to fuck off.
Info time.
Okay, we'll
you fuck
arrange
off.
that later. You're watching your daily air with me. It's our hour-long hyper-live
you
call-in
fuck
television talk show that's recorded every day in Thurston County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 leap years. YDHWM began September 19, 2010. It tapes a week in advance. So if you're watching this on TV, 11:30 p.m. on Channel 22, this episode taped on the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped on the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come to the program, especially you who rely on the community for content. So give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode and call you back. Thank you. And now we're playing the dice game. What did you say you number wanted? You number?
I can't remember.
Oh, fuck.
I want number 3. Number 3, Carl. Number 3.
Number 3. Here we go.
I remember. I was just fucking with you.
Camera.
Did you roll or what?
No, hold on. Here we go.
God damn, I gotta return to roll a cigarette.
2 and 6 and
Son of a
3.
bitch. Neither one of them is a 3.
Well, the first one was a 3. You got 500 points.
And does Carl have any points?
Carl has 500
Does Kenny
points.
have any points?
I have no points. Carl has 500 points. You have 500 points.
I'm gonna kick in your cunt, Carl.
You're being threatened over there.
Just for fucking fun.
What do you do with those mice after you catch them?
I eat them.
Yeah?
Tasty little vittles is.
You fry them?
Wow.
Yeah, you kind of deep fry them. You just kind of yank the fur off and then deep fry them. And
Got them?
I don't even know
Yeah.
they have much meat on them worth to fry.
Oh, it's kind of like eating a snake. There's more ribs than anything.
Yeah.
You eat a
Yeah,
snake?
yeah.
Have you eaten a snake before?
Well,
Rattlesnake?
Yeah?
No, but my uncle did, and he was sitting right next to me, and all he fucking kept doing was taking fucking ribs out of his mouth. And I'm like, God damn, there's more ribs than anything. He's like, no shit, tell me about it.
Why was he eating a snake?
Because it was rattlesnake, and they were serving rattlesnake, and he wanted to eat them.
He killed a snake and he ate it just because?
Somebody else killed the snake, and he fried it up for him, and he ate it. He ordered it to frickin' over there. Oh, I can't really tell you where. Maybe not.
They had it at a restaurant?
Yeah.
no, it sounds well to me. It sounds more like he ate it more on a dare or something.
Yeah. Why would you?
No, he didn't eat it on a dare.
They have it at
It's
the
just
restaurant.
It's just a restaurant. You can have if you can eat a 72-ounce steak, you eat it for free.
72 ounce.
That's a lot of steak. That's like 3 pounds.
72 ounces,
Isn't it? Or is that more than 3 pounds? It's like 4 pounds.
I think it's a shit ton. And it's a big old steak and potato and maybe a salad. And if you eat that, then you don't have to pay.
You got to eat the whole thing
Yep.
with the potato.
And fat and.
That's gross. I don't think that's good. They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, there was a restaurant over in Everett that my parents and I used to go to. Like they had a giant burger at that size that you could eat, and if you could eat it all, you could eat it. It would be for free.
I don't like that food challenge thing. I think that's gross.
Yeah.
Well, that all depends. I like steak. There was a time I was thinking about doing it, but I thought I might end up paying, and I'm sure they want a shit ton of money for a 72-ounce steak.
It's too much. Why would you want to push yourself like that? You know, you should have eaten like not even like if you even eat till you're stuffed, that's like too much. You want to eat it's
moderately.
Eat moderately. Don't do that to yourself. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just like drinking Mountain Dew until you gotta piss your pants every 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's too much.
Thank
Take
you.
it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Don't do that to yourself, please.
Although some people try it. Some people are bigger than others too, and some people can actually put down 72 ounces, not a problem.
Well, that's gross too. Then they've been practicing eating or something.
Well,
that's too much. Hey, you wanna see?
It's definitely a lot.
You wanna find out what happened last year?
Go for it.
All right, here we go. 1 year ago today. Can you hear it? Yep. Everybody, it's the commercial. I'm melting. We're on every night, 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22.
Wow.
Today we listened to a lot of old Mr. Ginsey messages.
Are you stoned?
And we talked to Sam Miller. We're on every night, 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22.
Don't make me come down there. She's so hard. Your mom's.
Check it out. I remember that melting thing. Death Week. Death Week.
What the fuck?
Hello.
Melting.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is the melting effect.
Ooh.
Are we melting?
I'll come down there and give you a kick in your cunt pretty soon.
Are we melting yet?
Wow.
Whoa, look at this.
No, let's not say we did. Let's do something else. Let's play a game.
What game?
You want to finish out the dice game?
Oh, you want to play the dice game? That's a game we can play.
Holy fuck.
Hey, come on now. You got to talk to us on our language, not talk to us in the language that you understand and only you understand, because that's not communication. That's almost like, I don't know, sending off static.
Well, thanks for letting me in on the secret there, Master of the Obvious.
All right. Well, you're welcome. Anytime, bro.
And don't be broing me.
Oh, wow. Okay. I won't bro you then, sir.
Fucking phone.
Oh,
Fucker.
Problems on the set. Problems on the set.
Let's play the final dice game then, too. Getting all that stuff. Doing all this stuff. Oh, Lewis just sent us a text message.
Lewis did?
Yeah.
Call him back. Hey, fucker, what's going down, motherfucker, Lewis?
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's Lewis' text message say? Nothing?
I think he's drunk, because he said Megatron 1988, and then he said that ass. Then he said the narrative construction LMAFOROFO. Here, I want to call him though. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Ginson. We'll talk to you later. I want to call Lewis.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Tell him I said how.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Ginsu won, huh? Yeah, and he'll never know, probably, because we probably won't tell him if I don't remember. Here we go, calling Lewis. Why is he texting us?
What number did you have?
I have a 5.
Oh, okay. You didn't get any 5s today.
No 5s. I thought I had 1 from before.
Hey.
Hey, Lewis. Megatron.
You're live?
We're live.
What?
We're hyper live.
Oh. What coincidence.
How'd you know?
What?
How did you know?
How did I win?
How did you know?
That we were Hyperlife.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm at a place. I'm existing.
Existing? I hear there sounds like there's a crowd. Are you on a crowd?
Yeah. I'm slightly back from the crowd right now, but there is a crowd sitting at a table.
How's business?
Oh, it's okay. Up and down, left and right.
You're an entrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
Hey, were you here for? Oh no, you weren't here for death. When did you leave, Lewis? 2013.
July of 2013. Yeah.
Wow, time flies.
So, yeah, that's almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, time does fly.
Almost.
I gotta make it back there, be on in person someday again.
Yeah.
It'll happen. I'll let you know.
Well, at your own pace.
Oh yeah, we were talking to Mr. Ginsu when you started sending us those texts.
Oh,
and he was
how fortuitous.
Yeah, he wanted to say hi to you too.
Oh well, yeah. Hello, Mr. Ginsu.
He remembers you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I made an impression.
Yeah.
I remember that time I read the Book of Mormon and he got really mad.
Yeah.
And then I think I turned it around. I asked him for car advice one time, and then instead I just didn't do anything, and it kind of worked out.
Did you take his advice?
No.
Yeah.
Instead I did nothing, and then it was okay.
Oh, good.
Sort of.
Sometimes things just work themselves out.
Yeah, I remember. Well, because my car really smelled like gasoline really bad, but then it went away.
You just spilled some gas in it.
Yeah, I don't really remember exactly what happened. It smelled like gasoline for like a while.
But yeah, maybe it stopped. Maybe you spilled some gas on the inside of the car somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to review the tapes, man. I'm sure we can.
We gotta find an intern.
Probably like 3 years ago.
We gotta find an intern. Do you guys have tapes at the store?
We have some. We're mostly DVD, but we have some VHS tapes.
You seen anything on the streets out there in Wisconsin? Yeah.
Oh, the streets are always there. I'm not always on them though.
Is it frozen still?
Yeah.
No, it was actually warming up, and then it's all of a sudden cooling down a little bit, but it's not as cold as it once was.
So it's above 32 degrees now?
It's above 32 degrees, I believe. It's not warm, per se.
No.
It's not freezing.
Do you know? Did you hear about anybody who got hurt by that cold?
The cold?
Did the cold hurt anybody in town? Like, any got stuck?
Not that I heard of. No.
People were prepared. They know.
Yeah.
Are you at a party?
I'm at a bar.
At a
bar.
Oh, what's the bar?
It's called Mickey's, like the mouse.
Yeah, that's a pretty common name, I guess, for a bar.
Do they sell that 40?
What?
Do they sell Mickey's?
I don't think they do, actually. That's kind of, I hadn't thought of that, but they probably should.
Do they even have that out there in Wisconsin? They might not even have it.
Mickey's? Yeah, they do. They don't have Olympia or Rainier, but they've got Mickey's and ham.
I know Olympia beer used to be national, but I don't know if it is anymore.
Yeah, I thought it was always a West Coast thing. I remember this in like Dirty Harry too. Dirty Harry drinks in Olympia. It's like a pulled ham.
Maybe it's because of movies. The only reason I think it's national is because movies that take place in other places have it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably because they're actually filmed in California.
Yeah. Probably a lot of movies in California.
Did we play the Final Ice game?
Although,
Yeah, we did.
I've heard that Olympia beer is actually brewed in Milwaukee, which is in Wisconsin, but
Yeah, it got bought out.
But they don't sell it here, so
It's definitely not bought here. I've also heard rumors that Olympia beer is actually just like a lot. They just like that place in Milwaukee that makes that beer.
Uh-huh.
They just make a lot of like regional cheap beers, and then they just have different names for them in different areas.
Huh. Well, do they have old style in Washington? I don't think they do. Do they? I think that's like a Chicago-only beer, maybe, or like a Midwest beer.
No, old style. No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's probably Olympia with a different can.
Yeah. Do they got White Castle in Wisconsin?
There probably is. I haven't seen one here.
Oh yeah.
There might not be in Madison, but it might be somewhere else in Wisconsin.
What about like what do they got in Wisconsin they don't have out here?
Value Village is called Savers.
Favors?
Savers. It's the same like font and color scheme. It's called Savers instead of Value Village.
Wow, that's weird.
Oh.
It's a similar concept.
Yeah.
Savers, value, yeah.
Yeah. Strange thing. I don't really know why that is. Woodlands is grocery store. I think that's like actually.
Yeah.
I think that's a regional thing.
I like
It's kind of like Link Cove. But
Yeah.
I like Savers and Value Village. I think those are more honest names than Goodwill.
yeah.
I don't think the Goodwill is good. Has Goodwill. I think it'd be just bargain market or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, probably both of those are better than the Salvation Army, though. Who wants to be saved by cheap clothing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're like religious in nature in the title even.
Or go to some sort
And
of
they're an army, also.
Yeah.
So they're gonna save you militantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say you can't stop if you don't want to be saved.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that joke in Austin Powers about the Salvation Army.
Hey, it's the end of the show.
Awesome.
Great.
There's only a minute left. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks for talking to us today. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks. Good to hear from you guys, too.
Thanks, Dan
Hey,
Dobler.
Mr. Ginsu.
Mr. Ginsu, Freddie, Carl, thanks for being here today.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell your
Carl.
friends that you have so many episodes of the show?
What?
You tell your friends on Wisconsin to watch your old episodes?
Every once in a while it comes up. Yeah.
Go check them out. I've been watching old ones, and lots of time has passed.
Yeah, it's a good way to reminisce. Maybe I should do that.
Check them out on the thing.
8, 7.
Wait, is this a commercial coming up?
No, it's the end of the show.
3, 2,
Oh.
1.
Do you still have the next day commercial? Or is it the credits?
After, yeah, we have it
Oh, there
after.
it is. There it is. Okay.
11:30 p.m.
This is the song. YDHWM.com. Check it out. 360-836-0384.
Leave a message if you like.
Crew, you guys want on the crew? Lewis is on the crew. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Carl's on the crew. It was way
Put that
back
on my
there.
resume.
Zilger, UFO FBI. TCTV, Crystal Ball, LaBebe, Jody, Fabulous, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Viewers only. Hell yeah, dog.
Woof woof.
Bye.
Bye, viewers.
Coming up on the next episode of the pro.
Graham.
Your daily hour with me.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What?
It's been so hot today. Just mildly hot, but 71 degrees, and we had to break window open.
Carl's got a messed up knee.
And it's healing. Of course, I couldn't open that window myself, so...
It was Passover.
11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. Channel 22.
360-836-4384. Pull out your phones, put in this phone number. See stuff in the streets.
Yeah.
Call. Bye.